What's up? I'm back. It's been a long time. I've got two topics today. First topic, this COVID-19 coronavirus. Boy, this thing's really stepping up again, I see. So when it first came out, if you check one of my earlier broadcasts, I really wasn't believing it. I wasn't feeling it at all. But now it seems to be taking over certain parts of the globe. And when we say certain parts of the globe, we really mean certain parts of the globe. It's not all of the globe. For some, don't hear much odd cases from Africa, but these seem to be Europeans in Africa that seem to be infected. But so you got a few cases over there. I ain't really heard nothing from South America, the Indian subcontinent. You don't really hear nothing from there. So it seems to just be Europe, China, Singapore, Far East, North America. But the funny thing is that all the governments seem to have, I don't say all the governments, the UK government, he's taken his lead from the experts, and the experts are saying not to shut schools, not to shut this, keep on allowing public gatherings, etc. But these other countries, European countries, which are similar to ours, or similar to the UK, I should say, sorry, they're not. They're shutting their shit down. So, who's right or who's wrong? Are they right and we're wrong, or are we right and they're wrong? And they seem to have this. Well, we're gonna control it and we're gonna make it, and the peak is gonna be this, and we're gonna be this, and we're gonna move it to the summer. And I'm like, you know what? That is some typical European BS. This is how their mindset is. They think they can control things. You can't control everything. You understand? I remember when it was a few years ago, they had this Paris. I know it's a different topic, but it all connects. It was the Paris. Some global warming, climate change event they had, and you had people. That woman from the Green Party, she's on the TV saying, "Oh well, we wanted to get it down by 5%, but we agreed to 2%, and we could under climate change by 2%." I'm just like, how do you think you could just? It's not a dial on the wall. You can't just turn that shit down. You understand? You don't work like that. So now you can hear the Tory media, they don't know what to do. But the funny thing is that businesses, British businesses, they have taken a lead further than the government. Because first it was, if you got the symptoms, it's 2 weeks isolation. Now it's 1 week isolation. And now businesses, i.e. like sports events, public concerts, London Marathon, Premier League football, all these sort of things, F1, they're taking the lead. They're saying, well, you know what, we're cancelling this and we're cancelling that. So it's funny that the government is saying one thing and these guys are doing something else. I'm sure even the Daily Mail, they turned around and said they're gonna reduce their staff and have alternate sort of working patterns and try and minimize the contact between staff. So it's interesting. I personally think they're putting wealth before health. That's what they're doing. You see, this is the British mindset. If they can't quantify it in money, it don't make sense. This is their mindset. When you start talking quality of life and all these sort of things to these people, they don't understand that shit. It's all about money. If they can't quantify it in money, it don't make sense. They can't compute it. It's computer says no. That is their mindset. So it's gonna be, and then oh god, don't even get me started with Donald Trump. Jesus Christ, this guy. So here's the funniest thing. Now I saw this morning. So he's all in a meeting, having a meeting with the Brazilian Prime Minister or President. And now he's got coronavirus and he's all hugging and touchy and has with this guy. And then the last speech for Donald Trump, he looked like he was struggling. He didn't look very healthy on the TV screen. He looked like he was like breathing hard and shit. So that's funny, but that's not even the funniest thing. The funniest thing is that it was literally in the space of, it's fake news. It's the Democrats and the journalists trying to disrupt this, that, and the next. So in 2 days, I swear, I kid you not, in 48 hours, he has shut down all flights to and from Europe. How do you go from Europe? How do you go from two extremes? And this is the person we have in charge. And then we have to look at who we got in charge now. And you say we, at this Prime Minister of UK, this Boris Johnson guy. I know he's being led by the experts because he doesn't really know much. So that's probably played in the UK's favour. But don't forget, this guy, he's not with it. I think, you know that saying, events, dear boy. Yeah, I think events are gonna overtake this guy. He's not with it. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very, but but I find it's very confusing that we got countries taking two different. The British ain't doing what these other countries are doing. All the other countries are doing something. The British ain't doing nothing. So, and then see what they want to see what these experts, what they got. They want to see their workings out, basically. They want to see what's made you come to this conclusion, and I think that's fair. Yeah, so we have to see what these other guys, we have to see what these guys have got. I think it's time to show and prove now, innit? We can't be just living in complete trust of these guys. Yeah, so that's that coronavirus. And they got the cruise ships. They got cruise ships around that can't even dock. They got crown, and countries are refusing to let them come into dock into their ports. So that's something it's and it moves so fast. And then this morning, now you got the government saying that they might or they could shut down public gatherings from next week, 7 days. But this stuff's already been done. So I think the government haven't taken the lead on this. They're totally out of their depth. You see, this is not Brexit. This is not slogans and there's no one to blame. You see, there's no one to like point the finger out and say, yeah, you over there, it's their fault, it's the immigrants, it's these, it's that. There is none of that. You can't pull the wool over people's eyes because there's too much information. There's wall-to-wall information coming from everywhere, and you can't control it all. So that's and again, it's going day by day. It's just moving and moving and moving. You can't stop it. And this brings me on to my next subject. This dude called White Chocolate. Jesus Christ. His name's White Chocolate. He's all over social media. If you don't know about this dude, let me just give you a brief rundown. I only found about him on social. I was going on Facebook one day and he just flashed up, and I went into the comments, and black women, seriously, man, you have to do better than this. So basically, he's just an ordinary white dude. He's a British white dude, ordinary dude, and he seems, I don't know how he makes his living, or I don't know how he gets paid for it. I'm not really interested, but he goes around the Caribbean, to the world as well. Cause I see that when I was looking, he goes to Canada, America, Miami, sort of thing. But mainly he goes to the Caribbean, to the carnivals and festivals over there. In his just wearing shorts and trainers, and starts winding up black women and videos it and takes pictures of it. It seems like it's a fetish thing, and then us black people, for some unknown reason, we accept everybody else's trash. I don't know why. but we seem to accept everybody's trash. Now, if that wasn't icky enough, when I go through the comments on social media from these black women, it is real bedwitchy. It's, I want to have your baby, I want you, when next time you come to Jamaica, come and stay with me, DM me. It's just, it is just icky. And I'm just like, and as for his dancing, he ain't that great. I'm pretty sure when you go to these festivals, you could close your eyes and pick out 10 random people that could dance better than this dude. So, black people, you need to do better. And the funny thing is, if the roles were reversed, if you had a black dude that went to these festivals and was winding up and being sort of sexually overt with European women, I don't think he'd be doing it enough to be getting on flyers and make a living out of it. In fact, that nigga would have to fear for his life. I don't think they'll be having that. Don't think you'd be going to these Eastern European countries and doing that shit. No way. They will not be having it a second. But for some reason, we accept their garbage. So we have to do better. This is really. And you know what? The saddest thing is, I wasn't even surprised. Because I know how some of these Caribbean mindsets are. They love white people. They love European people. It's just what it is. So I wasn't even too surprised. And even some of the chicks that was over here, they're like, well, you can wind a little bit still, and they're just like, oh, mate. Seriously, we have to do better. Stop accepting people's garbage, because they just about accept the best from us. So we just pick up their garbage and we sort of normalize it and put it on a pedestal. So we need to do better with that. And don't forget, we are 1 week behind the results. So when they come out with these results for this coronavirus, we are 1 week behind the results, because it takes about 3 days for them to come out, because they don't want you coming to hospital. So it's for them to come out and give you the test. Okay, it's not just the temperature that's going to take. Those are just the symptoms. So it's going to take about 3 days for them to come out and give you the test. And then they're going to give you, then they're going to take it. It's going to take about 4 days to come back to you. That's a week. Just now, literally within 10 minutes, in the last 10 minutes, they put out on the news networks, they're saying don't go to Spain, so stay away from Spain. And now they got 10 deaths, which makes the total of deaths in the UK 21. So yeah, this ain't looking. You know, sometimes when you hear these things, you just think, nah, it's nothing. But I think there is more to. There is this.